Okay, hello everyone. This is the day after a catastrophe we had. This is an update on our temporary 75-gallon tank. If you notice, it's no longer a 75-gallon tank. It's I think it's a 40 breeder. Nah, about a 30-gallon, something like that. Woke up in the middle of the night to my wife saying, "The fish tank's making a lot of noise." I kind of ignored it because it occasionally gets air in the canister, and just kind of about 2 o'clock in the morning I wasn't real interested, and then it started grinding away. Roar, 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 and it was this hang-on back filter running low on water. I got up and came and looked to find half our fish tank empty. Well, we're not sure what happened, but we had to deal with it at 2 o'clock in the morning, and our fish were in there, and some corals and all this live rock and stuff. Well, we gathered up all the buckets we had, and we took all the live rock out and tried to take care of the ones with the corals on them. Threw the fish in a bucket and pretty much tried to save our house at the same time. Well, the thing was, this is the floor. Excuse the mess on the floor. We're still cleaning up everything. It wasn't even wet out here. It had run behind the dresser and went downstairs and pretty much just spread out in our basement. Came down a wall that was easy to get to, so I think we'll be okay there, other than the salt water in the carpet. But anyway, a good friend of mine, Steve, I called him up and I knew he had this tank, and he immediately brought this tank over for us, and we put a lot of the live rock back in it, some of the nicer pieces, and got it up to temperature, saving all the water we could, of course. We managed to save all this water, and plus what was in the canister and everything, but we rushed along and got everything back in it. It was an all-day project, but everybody's still alive. We didn't lose anybody. You can see the clowns. Mater up there, he's happy, looking for food. We had 11 of these cleaner shrimp in the other one. I thought we only had 7 left, but we had all 11 of them, and they were in there cleaning Aptasia. Not sure where they're at now. Got a couple of the cleanup crew back in there. But anyway, that's just an update. We lost our beautiful 75-gallon tank. I didn't have a light for it, so I put this T5 lighting on it. Just a little update. This is the tank out in the living room that we're building. I've got some more stuff coming for it, some more pieces and parts and stuff, and of course you can see towels everywhere from the mess. Over here we put some of the guys in our little 16-gallon. Went down and talked to a guy that makes acrylic aquariums, and he's a really cool guy. He's going to make our refugium in our auto top-off system. The bicolor angel we put back in this tank. It was a situation where there was no acclimating. It was an emergency. I just picked her up with my hand at the bottom of the tank and ran in here and threw her in here. As you can see, she's no worse for the wear. When we went down and got our refugium ordered, the guy had a bunch of frags, and he gave us this pulsing zinnia. He gave us Kenya tree. He gave us this other Kenya tree right there, and he gave us this zoanthid. I'm not sure what it's called, what kind it is. When we go back, I'm going to give him this colony in the back there. That rock is covered with zoanthids. Nemo, he's right here. He's always ready to eat. And I'm going to give him some of these zoanthids. But I put, and he gave me this guy too. This is a green frog spawn. We looked it up. I don't know why it won't focus. It's a beautiful little frag. You can see the zinnias right there. They're trying to open up. If the phone will focus, yeah. Anyway, that's an update. So crisis averted. Oh, one more thing. I have this ice chest here with all the rock I couldn't get into that 30-gallon tank. I have a little heater in there and a little blower just keeping the water circulation going, but I'll need this rock for the other tank when we get it going. But that's what we're doing with the live rock. There's all kinds of critters and crustaceans on these things. I just couldn't fit them in the 30-gallon tank. But that'll go downstairs until we're ready. I'll just keep it in the dark, keep water circulation going. Have a little thermometer in there to tell me how warm it is. Looks like it's right around 80 degrees. Yeah, maybe a little warm. Have this little heater in there and this little blower. But anyway, we managed to, boy, that was awful. That was that was right up there with our dog getting sprayed by a skunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's something to deal with, I'm telling you. And this was right up there with inconvenience and that. Not to mention, you know, you lose things. There's always something that goes down. I mean, we got salt water in our carpet. Pretty much all of it ran downstairs through a hole I had in the floor for the cable. I'm sure I lost some life on some of the live rock. But boy, this just doesn't do it justice. But those rocks are really purple. Anyway, just wanted to bring you an update and say I hope this never happens to you. Boy, that was just awful.